right, we're back. Hey, how's it going? Long time no see. Um, my gray streak never looks as good as Tulsi Gabbard's. Anyway, um, sorry again. I feel like I'm always starting my videos with an apology for how long it's been since I made my last video. But truly, again, I'm sorry. It's been a long time. Busy, everything. Busy work, busy camping, everything. Probably the latest development as far as carnivore is concerned is I actually fell off of carnivore for about 3 months. And I'm going to explain to you why. Um, so it turns out I ended up getting an anaplasmosis um, infection. It's a tick-borne infection. Don't ever remember getting bit by a tick. I don't know. I don't know when I kind of know when it happened. Apparently, it had to been mid-June, but took about over 2 months to find out what it was. All I knew was I was very sick. I'm very lucky I didn't end up in the hospital, but just extreme fatigue, bone pain, joint pain, just felt miserable. And for me, my whole life, anytime I've ever gone through anything where I don't feel well, I just want to eat really bad food. It's just what I don't know, comfort food. And so that's what I did. I started eating everything and anything. I'm Italian, so I love bread. So I ate a lot of bread and butter and toast. I was into sweets. The sweets, I cannot even begin to describe how much of a craving for sweets I had. Ice cream, you name it, all the bad stuff. I couldn't stop. I just wanted to eat things to make me happy because otherwise I felt like garbage. So 3 months out here, we're into the end of September now. I'm feeling better. I'm not completely better. I still have a lot of joint pain. Fatigue wise, about 75% better. I have no idea if this is like Lyme disease where it continues long after and becomes a chronic thing. I don't know that. I'm going to an infectious disease doctor to find out all that stuff to see if I'm going to have any lingering effects there, or if, once the infection is completely cleared out, I can start to get better. So there's that. So I wanted to share that because um, for almost 3 years, I really didn't have any issues. I was able to stick to carnivore, even if I had slight variations, like if we had a birthday party and I had a little bit of cake, I could do that, next day go right back to carnivore. It was never a problem. This time around, I am really struggling. And so I'm posting this partly for accountability so that I can say it happens. You fall off the wagon and it's a struggle to get back on. So that's where I am right now, trying to get back at it. Some days I'm more successful than others, but as the weeks go by, I tend to have more successful days and less failures, but still failing. So working on that. So this is a few weeks out after the Charlie Kirk assassination, so I think it's required by law if you make a YouTube video, you have to comment on that whole situation. It was heartbreaking. It was awful. I really liked Charlie Kirk. We watched him a lot. I wouldn't say like I watched everything he put out, but if something came across my feed or my YouTube that piqued my interest, I definitely would watch, and I really liked him a lot. You can hear my dog whine, sorry. So some of that's been weighing on my mind as far as how much it has kind of had this ripple effect among everyone, but Christians especially, in being self-reflective and thinking about how much we share our faith, and if we are as bold, and whether or not we should be bolder. So I know this is a carnivore channel, but I kind of want to um, touch base a little bit as to what's been going on with me as far as my faith journey. In the last year or so, I've struggled a lot with faith issues. Not losing my faith, but where my theology was, as far as I'd been going to a Baptist church for many years. Um, I grew up Catholic, but it was just cultural Catholic, I guess you could say. Was not in any faith denomination or belief for many, many years. When I started going to church, I went to a Baptist church. I've been to Baptist churches. I've been to non-denominational churches. And um, long story short, after a long journey, I ended up in a Lutheran church, not a liberal, progressive Lutheran church, because unfortunately that term Lutheran kind of um, shares the term with some groups that are very, very liberal. But I go to a conservative, confessional, LCMS church, and it has been wonderful and glorious, and I'd love to share more on that. There's a long whole story there, and I don't know if this channel would be the place to share it, if people would be interested at all. If you're interested in that, leave me a comment saying that you wouldn't mind hearing that whole story. If you're like, shut up, talk about carnivore, all right, then we'll go there too. But anyway, so I just want to make a quick video, catch up, let you know I'm still here. I'm still carnivore-ish. Just the struggle's real, If you have been trying to do the diet, if you've been successful, if you've been failing, just know it's a journey, it's a process, it happens. So yeah, let me know in the comments how you're doing carnivore, how you doing, in your walk with the Lord. If you want to share something like that, tell me your story, and if the Charlie Kirk story affected you in any way like that. And I appreciate you still being here, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, God bless.